He was the king of curses, a calamity so overwhelming that entire eras bent around his existence. A being who called humans weak, fleeting, and meaningless. And yet, in the end, Ryomen Sukuna didn't die because someone finally outpowered him. He didn't fall because the new generation surpassed him. He failed because of a single mistake made long before the final battle ever began, rooted in arrogance, in dismissal, in believing that strength only comes from domination, because the king of curses underestimated a boy who lives as a cog in the machine. Today we're breaking down the canon ending of Jujutsu Kaisen and the 4 reasons why I think Sukuna was doomed the moment he rejected the very things he considered weak. Number 1. The Parasite Paradox. Sukuna calls Yuji half-baked, incomplete, unworthy of the power inside him. But here's the contradiction no one talks about. Sukuna cannot exist on his own. He broke himself down into fingers. Satoru Gojo stands alone. His strength is self-contained. 6 eyes, limitless, no host, no anchor. Sukuna needs a body. First Yuji, then Megumi. During the final war, the most important conflict of his second life, Sukuna is not standing as a king. He's hiding inside Megumi Fushiguro. That matters because Sukuna isn't a ruler sitting on a throne. He's a parasite clinging to a vessel. And once Yuji's soul-based strikes started landing, those punches started severing Sukuna's connection to Megumi's soul. The illusion of supremacy collapses. A king without a body is just a curse waiting to be erased. When that bond breaks, Sukuna doesn't lose territory. He loses existence itself. Number 2. The tactical blind spot. In the final stretch of the battle, Sukuna believes the outcome is inevitable. Gojo is gone, Yuta is gone, the battlefield is soaked in blood. Yuji is battered, exhausted, still standing, but boring in Sukuna's eye. Then resonance hits. Nobara Kugisaki, a character Sukuna dismissed as insignificant early in the series, returns in the most crucial moment. But was this really a cheap twist? A lot of fans thought so, but looking closer, Sukuna never confirmed her death. To Sukuna, she wasn't worth remembering, not worth tracking, not worth finishing properly. That's the flaw, because Nobara doesn't attack Sukuna's body, she attacks his soul, using one of Sukuna's remaining fingers as a conduit. Resonance directly damages him from the inside. This isn't brute force, this is precision punishment, and it works because Sukuna's worldview never accounted for it. This wasn't bad writing, this was hubris catching up. Sukuna ignored the weak pieces on the board, never realizing that a single overlooked finger would become the nail in his coffin. Number 3. The psychological defeat. Sukuna and Yuji were never fighting the same battle. Sukuna fights for pleasure, for stimulation, for domination, for proof that existence belongs only to the strongest. Yuji fights for duty. To Sukuna, that's boring, predictable, worthless. But that boring consistency is exactly why Sukuna loses. Yuji doesn't break. He doesn't chase dominance. He doesn't try to become a king. He accepts being a cog, and that mentality allows him to walk forward, step by step, even through malevolent shrine itself. When Yuji's domain expansion finally activates, when Black Flash lands with purpose rather than ego, it isn't just physical damage, it's ideological. Sukuna cannot comprehend someone who keeps moving forward without hatred, without pride, without needing to prove superiority. Yuji's cog mentality, the thing Sukuna mocked from the very beginning, becomes the perfect counter to Sukuna's selfish hedoism. Not stronger, not flashier, just unbreakable. Number 4. The final choice. At the very end, something unexpected happened. Yuji offers Sukuna a path forward, not victory, not dominant, life, a chance at coexistence, a chance to exist without ruling. And of course, Sukuna refuses, because accepting that offer would mean admitting that his philosophy was wrong, that strength doesn't come from isolation, that domination isn't the highest form of existence. So Sukuna chooses to disappear as a curse, rather than live as something he considers beneath him. And that brings us to the truth. Sukuna didn't lose because he was weaker. He lost because his entire philosophy, supremacy, isolation, dominance, was fundamentally incompatible with a world where strength is forged through connection. In the end, the king of curses was defeated, not by power alone, but by the very human qualities he dismissed as weaknesses. If you enjoyed Jujutsu Kaisen, make sure to watch the videos here on screen about the top 5 fights in Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3. See you in the next video.